Says I'm live. I guess I'm making a habit of this, driving and chatting, doing live streams while I'm driving. But guess what? I'm going to my mama's. So once again, I'm a driving. Just thought I'd come get you guys to keep company for a little bit. Oh, and um, it's hot here in Mississippi. I don't know where you guys are at, but let me just tell you, it is freaking humid and hot. This has been a miserable summer. I don't know. Oops. Oopsie daisy, I hit the button. And of course, my phone rings. Okay, so I had a phone call and I hit a button. So let me know if you can hear me. I can't see my comments yet. I know it's a little delayed. I'm so, I'm just going to talk. I assume you guys can hear me. I can't see anyone yet, but I tell you one thing. This old girl is so tired of hearing about Laura. She's not going to go away, guys. You know what I mean? The only way she's going to, she's gonna have to make her mind up that she wants to go away on her own because she's not gonna do it just for, if for no other reason, uh, just to piss people off. You know what I mean? But she is using, every excuse the past and all that. The past doesn't justify doing wrong. Sorry, it just doesn't. Um, I can't see. I can't see you guys in chat. So if anybody say anything, but anywho, um, I don't get it. I don't get that she thinks that bringing up that's the only thing she's done that's the worst that she's done. First of all, the fact that she is, uh, she's her credibility as far as I'm concerned is ruined. You know, nobody's gonna believe, no matter as far as like not having anything to do with any of the calls. Personally, I don't believe that she would buy a burner phone and just do it one time. And now that the doubt is here, raised, I don't doubt that she hasn't wasn't the one that called on herself. I could so see her, and I heard Molly say that she heard Sage say, something about, are we going to be able to make money off of this? So, hello, that's kind of telling if you ask me. I could see Laura saying, we can make some money off this. Let's do. I'm gonna say this, and let's just go along with it. Now, I don't think that she clued them in on the 911 calls, prior to her doing. If she did it, let me just say, if she did it, if she called on herself, I don't think she clued the kids in on that. But for Sage to say, hey, are we gonna make some money off of it, or whatever the verbiage was, uh, I most definitely can see that happening. Let me turn my hotspot on. You know, which is just like wrong in every sense of the word. Hey, Commander. Okay, now I can see chat. uh, and like I said, if she didn't do it, she screwed herself because now people can believe what they, are going to believe, quite frankly, the worst. I mean, I most definitely think that she called on herself. I don't put it past her. Let me just say that. Don't put it past her. But if it wasn't for the clip channels, I would not, hear it. I refuse to go and give them any views. And really, truthfully, I don't even want to hear their damn voice. I mean, I don't want to hear their voice. And I don't know what Sloppy Molly. I guess she's thinking she's just gonna slide back on in, like nothing ever happened. From what I have heard, she does seem to be a lot more. Hey, YouTube. Oh, so how are you? Oh yeah, I do too. I believe she's done a lot of dirt as well. I believe she's called on other creators. I don't think that she got a burner phone and just made the one call. I don't, because look, that's who Laura is. Okay, she hasn't changed. She said, "No, no, bitch, you. That's who you are. Are. You how she was gonna, and all that crap. She showed me who she was, and I'm believing her. But um, I think the best thing to do is for people just to not give her any views. But people's gonna do what they want to do. You know what I mean? I just will be glad to see some other news. I don't know. Not that I want bad news, but oh yeah, she's been trying to claw her way back in. Well, I think that Diane is right behind her. Probably she's probably letting you know. I mean, Diane could come back anyway. She hasn't lost the channel, but Sloppy Molly, and I guess the way she's getting around it is she's using a different IP. She had her other channel created with a different IP address. So I guess that's how she's getting around it because, Natasha Cooper and Michelle, and I don't know who else are band invaders, but other people, other creators that have lost their channel, they may create other channels, but they don't keep them up long before they're taken down again. So the way only thing I can understand or think about she's able to get away with it is that it's under a different IP address. I don't know, but that should not matter. You know what I mean? Regardless of what IP address she uses, that shouldn't matter. And maybe it's just going to take longer for YouTube to become privy to that. I don't know. Hey, Earth. Hey, doll. But I know that she's been reported. Earth haven't. I know I have reported her to Team YouTube, and I think Earth has too, right? Sloppy Molly we're talking about. So maybe it's just going to be I mean, she's most definitely calmer, and she's actually sounds like she did in the very beginning when she first came around. She sounds a lot like that, but it's so funny to listen to her give people advice on what to do, how to, it's so funny. So, okay, so did you learn from your mistakes, or, because the things that you're saying, it should have been stuff that you were practicing already. So, but it kills me when I hear Laura um, when I hear her talk about the past and justifying it like that. That doesn't give her a damn make it okay. You know what I mean, Lord? That doesn't make it okay what you did. Wrong is wrong. To me, when she does crap like that, justifies it like that, to me, it just proves that she's trying to escape from something that she doesn't want to admit to, even though she's, admitted to it. She said that she's not going to, she never would have, if it hadn't come out, she would have took it to her grave. So that right there should tell people she didn't change, and she's really not that sorry about it. There's a quote that I print out quotes and stuff, and I have them, stuck around. But it says most people, when directly confronted by evidence that they are wrong, they do not change their point of view or course of action, but they justify it even more tenaciously. Even irrefutable evidence is rarely enough to pierce the mental armor of self-justification. And that is so freaking true. That is so true. So she's not gonna, you know, she's not gonna admit to anymore. It's gonna have to be proven. If she did, other calls or whatever, it's gonna have to be hard evidence to come out, because she's not gonna own up to that shit. And look, she's got no problem. I heard her say, "This is why people lie. This is why other people lie. Why they don't want to admit to the truth, because of this, what I'm going through. This is why people lie." No, Laura, that's not. You can't throw other people that's done wrong. And look, she's not the first person to call. I'm not saying that, but has it been? You guys tell me. I don't know if has Makeup Mobster released what was said in her call. I don't. I know that I watched one of her lives and she said she was going to play it, but I didn't finish hearing that live. I don't believe. But has it been said about what was actually said on the call? Because Laura still doesn't remember. She remembers what she didn't say, but she don't remember what she did. Yeah, me too. I'm tired of hearing the backpedaling too. Yeah, she said she'd do it again if she had to. Oh yeah, absolutely. And I saw where somebody sent me a text message, and it was actually a screenshot. Crystal landed in Sloppy Molly's chat. So that kind of I thought to myself, okay, Crystal rode hard for Laura, real hard for Laura. And, when this happened, obviously she wasn't okay with it, because she disappeared from Laura's chat. But when she popped back up in Sloppy Molly's, it made me think, things that make you go, you know what I mean? So I would just be very interested in knowing what she said to CPS to have them go out to Makeup Mobsters. What kind of lies she said. None of it's okay. Swatting's not okay. Calling CPS is not okay. None of that shit's okay. But it has happened, and people that do that are some jacked up people. Let me just say that. And I think they should be, held accountable as far as the law goes. That's not cool. That's lying, fraud, taking services away, when they're needed in other areas. But Wendy V's live was very good the other day. She and I we don't G-haul, but I have to say that was a very good live. And I used to, like Wendy, but I really couldn't tell you what's happened. You know what I mean? I feel like, well, like I call, part of the Mean Girl Club, because at the time that's how I felt and that's the way it looked. But I do have to say that was a very good live that she did, and I agreed with her, wholeheartedly, really truthfully. The only thing, because Laura's not going to go away. I mean, we can't make her leave unless to just show everybody that she's not going. Even if she doesn't get 5 people, she's got supporters. She's going to have supporters. And as it goes on, wow. I know this much, and I think I speak for the majority of people in this community. I'm not going to tolerate her blatant disrespect. She is a nasty person, and she treats everyone that she encounters very poorly, and it speaks volumes as to her character and who she is as a person. And that's what I've got to say about that. I mean, she's got, I've got videos where she's like, just when she was sucking Sloppy's ass. Hey, Simon Says, how are you, love? when she was sucking Sloppy Molly's ass, she was would strike a live up about me and say that I'm obsessed and I've got problems, and you know, just make it sound like and look like I was crazy. Yeah, I talked about her butt. You dang right I did. You damn right I did. Never made no apologies about it. But I just thought it was crazy, because I know the relationship that her and Sloppy has is on and off, and they talk behind the scenes and yada yada yada. I don't think either one of them really liked one another. I think they used one another. But anyway, I knew that was the kind of relationship. So I was like surprised that she was going to stand up and defend Marissa. Because look, Laura and I never had any issues. I never joined her membership. I've never bought a candle. I did go over to her channel and we, had a somewhat. We had each other's phone number. We would chat occasionally. So I was a little surprised when she started, defending. First of all, Sloppy Molly didn't need anybody to defend her. You know what I mean? She didn't need Laura to go live and call me names, but whatever, floats her boat. So anyway, that's why I feel like I can talk on her ass, on Laura's ass. She stuck her nose in where it didn't belong. And then whenever I, went up on her panel and I confronted Laura and I said, why, you don't even know if you had done to you what she did to me, then I don't think you would be saying what you're saying. Well, what was it? I mean, how bad could it be? I mean, Laura didn't even know what the hell had happened. You know what I mean? So she's still discussing. Yes, she is, Simon. You're right. She's still who she is too. I think she's just a little bit more humbled. I think losing her channel humbled her a little bit. But that who she still there. She's also hasn't changed. And then the whole, her having Princess up there and like so surprised that he was, saying what he said about he would do anything, just hit him up on his Cash App or whatever. She was so offended. Really? Well, when did that start happening? What, offended that he got money that you didn't get, Sloppy? You was just talking crap about him a week prior, and then you have him up on your panel. Commander, I do too. I hope she doesn't come back. Good to see you too, Simon. I hope it's cooler than what it is here where in your neck of the woods, because let me just tell you. Ooh, when I sweat between the boobs, baby, it's hot. Oh, it's miserable. I loaded my weed eater up so I could weed eat at my mom's. And I was thinking, I'm going to have to hit it early in the morning or late in the evening because it's hotter up there than it is here, believe it or not. I don't know how that happens because my mom is about 200 miles inland from the Gulf, but it's hotter than two rats screwing in a wool sock. Hello, Villains Cupcake. Hello. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. My brother turned me on to a drink when I was there last time. And let me just tell you, I don't like whiskey or whatever. Oh, 96 and high. Oh, yeah, high humidity. It's freaking miserable, isn't it? When I first moved up north, I was so I loved it. I was like, oh my gosh, the humidity was very, very low, if any. And it was just my sister, when my sister and my mom come to visit, when I lived in Salt Lake, they come to visit. And I won't ever forget, we were taking them to the copper mine. I can't remember the name of it, but anyway, it's one of the things that can be seen from the space thing. But anyway, we were Kennecott was the name of it. Anyway, we were taking them to the copper mine, and my sister's got really, really curly, kinky hair. Her and her children do. And she took a shower and got out, and she's like, "Oh my God, my hair is straight," and I didn't even have to flat iron it. She couldn't believe how, just the difference in the humidity. Oh yeah, I saw that, Commander. I couldn't believe that. I mean, girl, I got uncomfortable watching her watch that. That was so uncomfortable, man. It was like just the she could have turned it down some. The damn just listening to it. You know, I'm not saying I'm opposed to watching it. I just wouldn't watch it in front of a bunch of strangers. Let me just say that. She's still as tacky as she was when she was making the BBC calls. You know? She probably hasn't. She just doesn't seem like a sexual person to me, like that. You know what I mean? She's got the boobs and all that crap, but I don't think that she's, to me, I just couldn't imagine it. Don't even want to think about it. It's kind of like thinking about your mom. You know what I mean? Well, her and, Adrian, they hide the pickle or find the pickle or whatever. That's their code. I wonder if that's a bread and butter pickle or if it's a deal. So I saw this it's a TikTok recipe, and I don't know how I've never had it because it's a Southern thing apparently, but it was called a Georgia cracker salad. And let me just tell you, I made it the other night, and it was so good. I had it 2 nights in a row. I made it 2 nights in a row. It's really, really simple. And the first night I made it, so you have a boiled egg, a tomato. She cut up some scallions and put in it, and you cut the tomato up, the egg up, and oh yeah, the main thing, you crush some saltines up, and you got to eat it within, they say, 6 hours of making it, because the ideal is to have your crackers still crunchy when you're eating it. But you crush your crackers up, put them in a bowl, then you put your tomato and your egg and the onions. And this lady added some lunch meat ham, and so you put all of that in a bowl, and you get some mayonnaise and mix it up, and that's it. And I have to tell you guys, it was so darn good. So my husband told me, he's like, you know what would have been good? What would have took it up a notch? He said some some relish or pickles. And I said, well, then I would have to name it Mississippi cracker salad because I'd be changing it up. But so I did that. Yes, that's what all it was. And girl, let me just tell you, it was because it's so darn hot. I can't. It's difficult for me to get in the kitchen and cook, especially if it's something that needs to go in the oven, because my oven heats my kitchen up, heats the house up so much. I don't even want to turn the oven on. I mean, I use a toaster oven in my air fryer whenever possible, But anyway, it was so hot. I told Mark, I said, I just want something like cool and a salad, and so I made that, and it was so freaking good. Now, I made mine with club crackers the first day, but I have to say it's better with saltines. And I peeled my tomato. Generally, I don't peel my tomatoes, but I peeled my tomato, and I cut them up. I made them all about the same size. And the second day, I did add pickles. I buy these Wickles pickles. I don't know if they have them in your neck of the woods, but I'm sure they have something comparable. But Wickles pickles, you can get them. They have black pepper pickles, and then some of them are made with ghost peppers, but they're kind of a sweet and yet spicy pickle. I don't like a sweet, nothing like a saltine. You're right there. I'm not down with like bread and butter pickles. I don't really like sweet pickles, but I don't mind if they've got some spice to them. But anyway, they have those, and they have cubes. Uh, so I had to put my car in the shop because a man hit me 3 weeks ago, an older man. hit me. And so the car's been stopped. They first texted me and told me that it would be about 14 days, but it's both my doors on the driver's side. Can you guys hear me now? Sorry, it was I don't know what happened. I'll wait to see if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me now? Okay, thank you, thank you. Uh, oh, she's had that channel, Commander. She's had that darn channel ever since. Whenever she lost her other channel, she already had that channel. It used to be, she used to have it, and it had something to do with Violet, her dog. That's what it used to be about. But I guess she's changed it. I don't know, the name or whatever. But if I'm not mistaken, it was under a different IP address. So I don't know. Well, she really wasn't going live going live on that very often. It was reported. Girl, don't think I hadn't reported it. I used to, every time she would go live on it, if I knew about it, I would report it. But I don't know if it's because it's under a different IP address that it's not, YouTube's not hitting on it. I don't know. I don't know. And their darn terms and terms of services, like reading a dang book, and you gotta almost be a lawyer to understand what some of it means. Kind of talk out of both sides of their mouth. But that shouldn't matter. Like I said earlier, Natasha and Michelle, they create. I know I heard somebody say that Natasha, when she kept creating all that channels, that she's having to use different emails. Having to use a different email address, and um, even Ski Mask. I think he was like using other people's. Some people were loaning him their channel, and he would just put his name on it, but they were loaning him their channel. So I don't know how long it takes before they find out if you know. I guess it's not linked. They're not linked together under the same IP address, but still. Anywho, Natasha. she would create other channels, but they wouldn't stay up long. And the same thing with Michelle. So the only thing I can figure out is it's because it's under a different IP address. But anywho, yeah, she was people was reporting her, and I'm sure Michelle was getting reported too. I know I was reporting sloppy. Oh, it did? Yeah. Okay. Well, is she still like around, coming around, Natasha? YouTube of Wild German Lady. Hey, love. How are you? Let me just tell you. Channel. Yeah, absolutely. That night I was in your live, that was the craziest. That was the craziest chat, man. That dude was like relentless. He wasn't. He wasn't taking no for an answer. Sorry, I was just watching these cops. Got a motorcycle company. They must be getting ready to a funeral, or either they're setting up a. They're coming from all directions. They're fixing to set up a roadblock or something. I don't know. But Walter, Malay, you doing okay? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, she's moving on to TikTok. I watched this girl on TikTok, you guys. Her name is Katie Graham, and she is freaking hilarious. She's hilarious. She's just so entertaining. She tells stories about her life, her exes, and Mr. Perfect was her ex-husband. And I went down the rabbit hole. I caught one of her lives, and I don't know how far into the series I was before the first one that I caught, but it was her facial expressions and just her what she says. Okay, yeah, yeah. Hold on a second. I'll drop the link. I've got to figure out how to do it because I'm in my car, but I know I can do it. Hold on, let me see. Uh, Hold on, I got to figure out how to do it. I'm driving in my car on the radio. Okay, I figured it out. I see it. Copy. All right, I'm gonna put it in the chat. Okay, there it is. It's in chat, love. But I get my cruise set. Yep, that's right. Driving in my car. But man, those are some good songs. But I love on TikTok. I love watching. There's these. It might be Facebook on Facebook, but there's some one of the social outlets I watch where there's people that are dancing and are they don't know. Okay, so they're partners. They just team them up and they don't know what song, and they're do it all. It's like improv. They just off the cuff, and they have these quick dance to all these good. They usually did pick some really good old songs. I love watching that. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's quite entertaining. Hey, Mama Bear, how are you? I'm just driving to my mom's. Gonna go up for a few days and check on her. My sister's got to go to a doctor's appointment, so I'm just going up to check on them. I hadn't seen them since a week or so ago. Okay, I hear you. I just got to find you to add you. Okay, there you are.
Hi.
Okie dokie. Are you there? Hey, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I hope you too.
Good deal. Good deal. So, how's the weather where you're at? I'm just curious. Is it hot?
I,
Hotter than hell
it
up
is,
there?
it is,
Or
it is, yeah, it is. It has been hot the last 2 weeks, but today it's manageable. It's only 24 Celsius, but it was like 30 Celsius the last couple days.
is it a humid area or is it dry, German lady?
It's more so humid.
Yeah, yeah. That's so. It's miserable. To me, it's more. Uh, if you've ever been in the dry heat, to me, it's dry heat is much more tolerable than down humidity. But
I
uh,
usually I usually don't sweat, but when I go outside, immediately like my
yeah,
my under eyes, for some reasons my under eyes get like really like dripping. Like I don't know what's going on.
yes,
Maybe
yeah, do it.
yeah. Um, it,
Well, that's what I said earlier. I said when I sweat between, I usually don't sweat, but when I start sweating between the boobs, baby, you know it's hot.
Same here. On the
I don't
back thighs, like I'm like woo.
I know. I know. My husband wears a bandana, a sweat bandana on his forehead whenever and so when we were at my mom's last time, I was with him, and I said, I'm gonna try that. Hell, it didn't help none. It was like I told him, I said, I guess it helped a little bit, but I was still sweating like under my eyes too. It's so weird.
Yeah,
So what's been
I try to avoid, I like to go like during these times of the year. Like I like going outside, like when the sun is slowly coming
yes,
down, and it's a little bit better that way.
yes, yes. Yeah, you gotta and I feel so grateful and that I don't have to be manual labor work out in it, man. I'm telling you, this got to be miserable for people that have to
so
work out in the heat.
so you're tired of hearing about Laura? I'm kind of too, honestly. I
Cause
mean,
she's not gonna go anywhere, German lady. Her ass ain't gonna. She's if for
no,
no other reason, just to spite people. You know what I mean?
yeah, but I mean, she has fucked up, and
Oh
she's
yeah,
branded now. I mean, she's branded
yep,
like that
yep.
will
She
never
has.
go away. That will never
Nope,
go away. And
no, it won't. And I think it was a one when she put out like like a timeline. And look, I just don't think that she bought a burner phone and just used it once. Sorry, I just don't think she did. uh, if she went as far as buying a burner phone, I wouldn't. And the sucky part for her is whether she did or not, she's like the doubt's there now. You know what I mean? I don't believe,
yeah,
because she is the first thing she should have done is like apologize and just shut her damn mouth because she's done more damage to herself, saying that she would do it again and she would have took it to her grave. And I mean, she has said some shit that hasn't
yes,
helped. She
no,
hasn't helped herself as far as
no,
people wondering if
no. I mean, look, yes, she puts her foot in her mouth all the time. But
she
I have
does.
been always. I'm one of the very few around here creators that haven't really attacked her, and I have always been kind of like coexisting and
Yep.
civil and stuff. That bitch on Robbie's panel tried to throw me under the bus, or threw me in the mix. But didn't German lady one time call this a bitch? I've never called on anyone. Like you're trying to use me as some kind of excuse what
Oh,
you're doing,
wow.
trying trying to throw me in her bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. And let's say
Yeah. I mean,
she could use FOD, she could use all these people who done similar things.
yes.
It doesn't uh erase what she has done. Like she thinks because she throws other names out that will lessen her stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah. Lessen her. Yes. No, it doesn't. That's what I said. Throwing the past up or throwing other people in the mix doesn't change that what she did was freaking wrong. It was
Yeah.
wrong. Period. It doesn't matter what other people's done. We're not talking about them. We're talking about your ass right now, and it was wrong. Have you heard? Has Makeup Officer put out what she actually said? I'm just curious what she because she sure can't remember what she can't remember what she said, but she knows what she didn't say. You know what I mean? Which
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, commander, exactly. She got me all the way fucked up. Well, she was actually lucky that I was on that same panel on Robbie's like hours before she came on. I
oh,
was I
okay.
left. If I would have heard that live in real time, I would have jumped on that panel, and the first time ever, I would have dragged the bitch for the first time ever.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I know Robbie's like a forgiving, and I know I like him. I like him for his
you cutting out.
with that. Oh, I can't think of it. The Beastie Boy, whatever his name is. That she
BX.
told him, she sent him private messages between her and Robbie, and she threw Robbie under the damn bus, backed up, drove over him a couple times. I mean, she really, really threw Robbie under the bus with that Beastie Boy dude, and I couldn't believe it. I could not believe that she did that. Hey, Pink.
Yeah,
I mean,
but that's what they see. People think like that's why I never like listen. I have been cordial and stuff. I've never talked to these people off air because I see what they're doing to each other.
right?
People need to look how certain creators when they fall out, how they treat each other, and then
Yes.
you should be aware at least. So I mean, all of them, they're all, and we can talk about the fucking sloppy moose knuckle bitch, the
Yep.
fucking Tiffany Marie, all of them. See, they're all
Yes.
bad. And but
Yes.
what's going on now? What I really noticed is ever since that Laura stuff came out, look who cries, who screams the most. Tiffany Marie and
Oh
Molly.
yeah,
They,
Oh yeah, they are both talking about it very loudly. Tiffany wants to
yeah,
bring Laura down. I mean, she really does. She says
it's a
I said,
and you bitches, we're not brain dead over here, Tiffany, Molly. We haven't forgotten what you guys did. So if you
exactly.
think just because Laura now has royally fucked up that you guys are now saints, no, you're fucking just as bad. You're just as bad. Fucking Molly wants to have a comeback, riding off of Laura's, bad back. She
Right.
wants to have a comeback, and now isn't it like the coincidence of now Dumpy Dump coming back, and
Yes.
it to me it's like so weird. Do they really want to bring Molly back into the mix that
That's
bad?
what
Is that what's going on? Because
I
it
know.
was really it was so quiet about that cow, and now all of a sudden everyone is talking about Molly. Uh, Bitch, when we hear
Yes.
MGL, we're thinking about Michelle.
Yes.
Michelle is
Absolutely.
more relevant than you fucking moose knuckle fucking ogre bitch. We don't want you back,
Exactly.
Molly.
No.
Stay away,
No.
bitch. And you're ban
Yeah.
evading. Uh, if push comes
Yes.
to shove, if you really want to get into the mix back, Molly, fuck, Lolly, Polly, Molly, people gonna strike you down,
Oh
just like
yeah.
they did
Oh
with
yeah.
Michelle and MFW. You're just
Y-
on the same level, bitch. You're on
Yep.
borrowed
That's right.
time.
Absolutely, she's on board. I agree with you. I hope she is anyway. I hope she, hey blank screen. I hope she's on board time because that's what I said. I figured that. But now somebody said that she was deleting her. Well, I don't watch her, but I just watch the clip channels. When they do it, because I'm not going to give her a view, German lady. I refuse to give her ass a view, so I don't
No,
go
me
over it.
neither.
And quite
I'm not.
frankly, I can't hardly stand her voice, her or Laura's. You know what I mean?
I
But
I'm not even subscribed to her current channel, but I heard her. I'm not even sure if people are aware. She was on Robbie's. I think a day after he did that one panel, he made like a
uh huh.
response to Makeup Mobster, and he had her on the phone. See, first of all, like if you're friends with Laura, why would you have Molly on the phone bashing Laura? Like that to me is like weird
Exactly.
too.
And
But
let's not forget, Molly hates freaking Makeup Monster. But for her to even like, I mean, she
oh
hates her.
yeah.
It's weird for her to even like be on this bandwagon. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
see, that's why there's people who are legit outraged. Do you think that Tiffany and Molly are legit outraged?
No.
They probably thought, oh, good job, Laura. They probably clapped their hands secretly, and they just want to phony
Oh
ass
yeah.
bitches as they are. They want to just come
To
forward.
have
The summer Wells train is other
yeah.
people getting views off of it. It's not really Tiffany anymore. So Tiffany's trying to be in the drama back again, and so the same with Molly. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, it's almost like nobody's looking, so let us slip back in while nobody's looking. But that's not. You look. We're looking. I'm watching. I'm watching. Uh,
And
but the more views Molly gets, the more she's gonna think that she's welcomed back. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it, anyway.
and she was disgusting. She was disgusting on Robbie's, like on the phone with him. She talked about, that Kim Laurie person who died, right?
Yes. Yes.
Molly trashed that woman. Like, that
Uh,
woman is
again,
should
the
rest
other
in
day.
peace. Just a
The
few
other
days ago,
day.
she was
Oh wow.
trashing her, and she said I don't give a fuck if she's dead or not. She
Wow.
for like
Wow.
5 minutes
I
she
did
was
not know
trashing the
that.
woman. Yeah.
See, when her mom passed away, I didn't I didn't reach out with no condolences or nothing because look, she probably didn't want to hear my condolences. It's not that I didn't feel bad or whatever, but I didn't reach out to her because I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't have anything for her, and I'm not gonna, sorry, I just didn't. But she made a big deal about how she couldn't believe that Gender likes mom, and people that was supposed to be, didn't reach out to her and said, well, okay, but there's no difference to me. The way she acted when her mom passed away, and then talk about somebody, like she does Kim. Kim's not even here. Why would she talk about let the dead rest in peace? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just
She
shows you who she is, really and truthfully. That's once again she's showing who she is.
Yeah. But at the same time, like a minute later, she said, "Oh, I don't take any of this serious. I don't care about makeup mobster. This. Oh, you care. Just like
Yes.
Laura cares. You all care."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If they didn't care, their ass wouldn't be on here.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be a bit surprised, German lady, if her and Laura are not talking behind the scenes. I'm just telling you. If this is not all orchestrated, I'm just telling you, I
See,
wouldn't put it past them because
yep.
they are. I know they've always talked behind the scenes. No matter, whenever I was friends with her, she told me that, her and Laura uh, they did a lot of their fighting just for. There was one in particular, uh, Laura and Molly went at each other, not on the same panel, but on their own panels, and it was all orchestrated for views. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just don't. Whenever you know somebody does something like that, to me, it's hard to take anything they do seriously after that.
Exactly, and not only that, the three of them, the unholy trinity, Molly,
Yes,
Laura, Tiffany. Look at
yes,
look at look at Molly and Tiffany. Weren't they at war for like 2 years, and now they're on panels like hate bonding and this and that. Look at
yes.
these fucking phony ass bitches. The unholy trinity, Molly, Laura, Tiffany. All
Oh
three
yeah,
of them bad,
yep.
rotten to the
Oh
core,
yeah.
sociopaths, just bad
And when
people.
I saw a clip where Laura said she's only done one fatal thing. Like okay,
Yeah.
well, it wasn't fatal. It wasn't fatal, you idiot. But anyway, but for her to say she's only done one thing, that's bullcrap. Listen, that's who she is. If she picked and said that she regretted it 5 minutes, no, she didn't regret it. She wouldn't have trolled Makeup Monster if she had regretted it. You know what I mean?
And I
And I
mean, look,
believe,
look, Diamond Cutter, you have been in Molly's camp. I have
uh
done
huh,
my share of stuff that I'm probably not be proud of. None of
right,
us are here are innocent, but we would
or
not
perfect.
call CPS.
No,
We would not call CPS. I have never called one authority on here. So I mean, for some,
no,
some people they just wanna. Oh, but didn't this person had done this or said this or this and that? No, once you call
yeah.
CPS or SWAT people and stuff, like, you're not really, you should probably shut your mouth and probably pray and repent for your sins forever. No.
Yes, absolutely. And yeah, I would never, uh, you're right. None of us, have clean hands, but I would never stoop that low and do. That's just that's wrong. That could go in so many different directions and have long term effects. Uh, that they had a case opened on them, and I don't know how long it took for them to get it closed, but just the fact, who wants that? You know what I mean?
I could be wrong, but see, I think Molly probably called on people too.
Oh, I
Uh,
do too.
wasn't there this couple? Well, what's their crack-in cases or something? Ellie
Oh
and
yeah, she
I
said that
forgot.
she was going to call. Yeah, she was going to call on them and didn't even know much about them. But the reason she was going to do is whenever she went to, Ben Hill Road and Benny Keys was going to was giving her hell. She saw Callie. I mean, whoever Allie and Cam go up there, and she said that she was going to call CPS because for them to go up there, they weren't going up there for summer. They were going up there for the drugs. So Laura talked her out of calling CPS because Laura was getting ready to go. She wanted to use them. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Oh, Simon brings up a good point. And I remember you have been on his panels back then too at
oh
times.
yeah,
I'm too. But weren't like Laura and Molly especially like every now and
yep.
then going over to Dave the Fisherman trying to get him after people?
Diane also.
Yeah, she too.
Dave
Yeah.
did dirty work for her, and Laura most definitely, and Sloppy Molly. Yes, indeed, they would ask him to uh, do crap for him. Yep, and he wasn't above it. That's for sure. He wasn't above it. They would all get Dave to do their dirty work, and Laura. I mean Molly. I believe she was behind Oni. If Oni called people, she was behind. I think he did a lot. I think he did some of it for her. I think he did some of it for her. If he
Yeah,
whenever he called
probably.
people,
Probably
he
because
yeah
has he personally had like interactions with Makeup Mobster and Starlight? Like, why would he
right.
swap
Why would
them?
he? Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Why would he? Yeah, he had nothing. I mean, as far as I knew, he didn't. You know what I mean? There wasn't no big beef between them. Not to the degree that he would call CPS or SWAT him or whatever he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting that ever since the CPS was revealed that Molly and Tiffany are so loud about it and really want to be forefront and like
Oh
they
yeah.
it's like
It's like
almost like let's bring Molly back into the fold. No, we
yeah.
don't want her. No.
Right. Yeah. No, they're wanting to make it. Like thinking that what Laura's done is going to diminish all the shit that they've done. No, we still remember.
Yeah.
We still remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that Karina girl admitting to
Yeah.
calling Brian St. John. Laura really took that and ran with it. She's like,
That is
yeah,
strange too. Why would she
yeah,
go? Listen, I have no problems with a woman. I don't know her, never been involved with whatever FOD and her had going on. But why would she go on Queen Bees, who has probably other fish to
right.
fry, uh, other and have her read out a fucking community post? Like that's like advertising Molly. Like
That was so weird.
all
Yes,
she did was advertising Molly up there, and probably Molly was
yes,
not even a topic there. So it
I
was
know.
strange.
Yeah, and then to admit to calling Brian St. John. I mean, is he even still around? Is Brian St. John still around?
I think I'm subscribed to him. I watch him very rarely, but I saw the title. Like he was reacting to the panel of Queen Bee. He was
Oh,
reacting to
okay.
it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, Susie. Hey, James
I
Bond. Hey,
think
guys.
I think he wants to panel up with Karina Dumpy Dump. He wants to panel
Oh,
up with her.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and that's weird. I mean, I didn't even know that she had any. I mean, what? That's weird that she called on him. Like, did she have? I mean, what was her connection to him? That was a weird. That was weird. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it's
guess
crazy.
because I guess because he's friends with
With
Molly.
Molly, yeah,
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 probably.
yeah. I
I
think that
don't
girl.
know.
She come in a couple of my lives under a different name. I can't remember what the name she was using, but she finally said who she was, and I just didn't like entertain her anymore after that because I think she's full of crap too. You know what I mean? She's kind of strange. But I
But
mean,
to me, it is very funny if you think about it. People that Molly created have overstaged her. You look at Michelle. Michelle is a bigger deal on YouTube than Molly these
yes,
days.
yes, she really is. She is. She is. That
She
girl
is.
Michelle is. That girl is cuckoo. I mean, she's just.
Yeah.
She's something else. Yeah, there's no words. There's no words for Michelle. She is something else.
Yeah.
I, so I didn't know when she. Okay, so I just been hearing. So she went to Bomb's house and took a busted can of biscuits,
Yeah. Yeah.
and Bombshell did not know she was coming.
No. Did you see my reaction video?
Oh, I'll have to go check it out. I didn't see that. That is, I've just been
I
hearing
made
about
a
it.
reaction video to it. I had to. I haven't talked about Bombshell and all that kind of stuff in a long time. But when I saw a little clip that she pulled up there, I had to react to it. It was funny as
Oh
fuck. I
yeah,
was.
I'm gonna have. Yeah. Well, I don't have anything really against Bombshell. Like, I mean, she's never. I mean, she wrote me. She tried to get money out, like $600 out of me, an email one time, and my nephew had gotten
Ooh.
burned and burned from a fire
Ooh.
burn, and I was dealing with that, and she was just like blowing my phone. I mean, on my email, blowing me up on my email, and by the time I got around to even being able to respond, she had wrote me and told me not to worry about it. She figured it out, but she most definitely. This was back in when she was running a water hose from her neighbors and stuff. But I mean, I didn't give her the money. I didn't lose anything. It wasn't no shit off my, no shit off my nose or nothing. But uh, I don't really have a. She never done anything personally to me, but I just think that she's got some issues as well. But yeah, for
Yeah.
Michelle to do that, who? Oh my lord! Yeah, I know that one time she had challenged. She had challenged Michelle to come and meet her somewhere. They were gonna, and
Yeah.
Michelle didn't show up.
Yeah.
I think Bomb did, but I'm gonna have to go check your reaction. I hadn't seen
Yeah.
that. So, do you have a? You I
I
gotta
made
see
a
that.
raw reaction. I watched it on some channel where they clipped it, and I watched like a few seconds, and then I stopped, and I thought like, wait a minute, no, I'm gonna watch this raw and react to this while I'm watching it. So I
Oh
recorded
yeah.
and
So
made an upload.
so
Yeah.
Michelle filmed herself going to the door and
Yeah,
handing her a
and
busted can of beers.
put the
Oh
camera
no.
all in Bombshell's face.
Oh my gosh. She's brave, man. She's lucky Bombshell didn't jerk a damn knot in her ass. I mean, for real. What did Bombshell say?
She was, you could tell she didn't know how to react. She was like, they were like
She caught
acting
off guard.
friendly, but right after Michelle left, Bombshell was dragging her. Like, but that's, Bombshell, you had the opportunity to drag her in front of the camera, but, they played like nicey, and as soon as Michelle went away, then, Bombshell made a life
Oh yeah,
later
she
on.
was caught off
And
guard. Yeah, she was
yeah,
caught off guard. She did. That was probably the last thing she was expecting to get a can of busted biscuits. I wonder if it was the Grand's biscuits or if it was the Pillsbury.
I would love if people could send me biscuits all day.
Yes,
There's
yeah.
nothing
I have
wrong
never
with
met a
that.
biscuit. Yeah, I've never met a
Chocolate
biscuit I
biscuits.
didn't like.
Mm.
Yes, me too. I love biscuits. All right. Well, I'm fixing to get. I'm driving to my mom's. I'm
Yeah,
fixing to get to an area where my
nice
phone's gonna be
talking
cutting
to
out.
you.
Thank you for coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I've seen you guys, Lacey. Lace with Lacey, and who else was it? Pink. I hope you're doing good,
Oh
sugar.
yeah. Pink, did you try to email me? Because I was checking my spam folders, my emails. Uh, um, if so, I mean, I'm on Twitter too. Email me again if you wanted to talk to me about something. I remember because I was checking my emails lately, and there was nothing there.
I've got to clean my storage up. I keep getting a thing saying that I've got too my email saying in August I won't be getting no more emails if I don't clean it up, and I'm not gonna buy anymore. I gotta do some transferring. But hey,
Okay,
Lisa. All right,
sweetie,
I'll talk
thanks
to
for
you guys
having me
later.
up, sweetie, and you have a great
Absolutely.
day. Chat,
You
chat, and
too.
lurkers, have a great day. Bye.
Yeah, yeah. I hope you guys have a good day, and I will be. I'll try to go live depending on how my mom's doing. I'll try to go live whenever if she's in the mood. She's been uh kind of cuckoo for cocoa puss, but God love her. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys. Thanks for coming in. Love you guys.